So looking at this picture, what is an example of math that you see? Dibia, what do you see?
Well, I see patterns.
Like what?
Well, there's one here. It's like light blue, dark blue, light blue, dark blue.
Okay.
And then I see this one.
Yeah.
Blue, white, blue, white.
Okay, have a seat. Let's see some.
Like,
Oh, I want someone else to tell us too. I know you can tell us more, but I want to hear something else. Shiloh, what do you see?
I see
What do you see?
white, brown, white, brown, white, brown, white, brown.
Okay, so you see another pattern. Who else sees something that's not?
Blue, black, blue, black, blue, black.
Okay, so we see lots of patterns in here. Who sees something that is not a pattern but still reminds them of math? Aliha, what do you see?
Okay.
Come show me. I know. What do you see? You see the cat. What shapes do you see in the cat? What's the shape of the cat?
Triangle.
What is the triangle? The triangle's the cat's what? His?
Ears.
What is it? His?
Ears.
Okay, who else can tell me? I'm not. Oh, Sarah, what do you?
No.
Oh, how do you know his nose is a triangle, Sarah?
Because it's shaped like a triangle.
And what's a triangle shaped like?
It only has three sides.
Okay.
It's like a pizza.
Okay, who else can tell me something? Aliyah, you can have a seat. Thank you, Aliyah. Dana.
I see a person.
Okay, where's the person?
Right here.
What shapes do you see in the person?
I see a circle and a heart.
How do you know that that's a circle and not a rectangle?
Well, because circles are really round.
That's right. Okay, who else has something that they can
And
share?
another one right here.
Okay, what do you see there?
I see a check dots right here.
And another one right here.
And another one.
Okay, so what else do people see? What other maybe shape do they see? Dana, you've given lots of good information, but I'd like someone else to also share. Jordan, what do you see?
And
Do you see any shapes that you recognize or anything else that reminds you of math? What's that?
reminds me of flower.
It is like a flower. And what shapes do you see in the flower, Jordan?
Looks like a butt.
What?
Looks like a butt.
Okay, but what shapes do you see in the flower? Do you see any shapes that you recognize? What shape is that?
A circle.
How do you know it's a circle?
Because it's round like this.
Okay, who else can come and show me something else? Thank you, Jordan. Okay, Jordan's gonna have a seat and someone else is gonna come share. Mariana, come on up.
I'm just going to do 2 questions.
Okay.
Just
Two questions or two things?
2 things.
Okay.
I see a butterfly. The butterfly's right there.
Okay.
Right there.
And you know what? Let's look at the butterfly. The butterfly's kind of funny. If we were to look at usually a butterfly, like here, look. I'm gonna kind of outline it if I can.
You did it.
Oh, hold on. We fold the butterfly in half. What's true about both sides of the butterfly?
Well, the butterfly's like that.
If we fold a butterfly in half and we cut it kind of down the middle, what's true about both sides of the butterfly?
It makes a little shape because look, there's kind of a shape here. If you cut it
Yeah?
in half,
Yeah?
like down, Then just over legs. Cut.
Okay.
If you color
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
then it would make like a kind of different shape. A shape that's not real. So what if we cut it in half? What does that mean? That makes another another different one. What if we go down? It makes a square.
Okay, so now you're kind of drawing shapes on the butterfly, but I want to kind of show you something. Maybe it's hard to see in this picture. So if you were to sit down for just a second.
Dana, stop.
Shh. And Dana, can you just move back for a bit, please? Have a seat. I'm going to show you something.
You touched something.
Yeah, no, I'm opening something. There we go. Okay. Look. I'm going to draw kind of looks like a butterfly. And unfortunately, it's not the very best butterfly. But if I, let's see if I can do it better. Hold on. If I cut it right down the middle, and these sides were kind of the same, what can you tell me about both sides of the butterfly? That my drawing was probably a little bit better, and my smartboard was possibly aligned. Yes?
Because them are circles.
Okay, but this circle here, what's true about this circle kind of thing here, shape here, and this one on this side? What should be true about them?
Because could make a triangle. If you like do this, it could make another triangle like this.
Okay, you know what? I don't think my example's the best. Hold on.
Let me first.
Sitting down for a minute. Oh, hold on. I want it to move it and I'm not doing a very good job. Okay. I'm going to use shapes for it. Okay. Let's say I made a butterfly like this. Nope, not yet. Oh, that's not right. Now it's just making that one. Oh, hold on. That's why, because I made it. I copied a word. If this was my butterfly with this, and then, let's see. I don't know if I can move this. No, I can't. Let's see what I can do here. With one little line here and one little line here. Let's pretend that's my butterfly. Not the very best butterfly, but it's going to have to do. If I were to cut this butterfly straight down the middle, and I were to fold the butterfly in half, what would be true about the butterfly? So if I took this butterfly and that one, and I folded it, so I fold those two pieces over, what's going to be true about the butterfly? Sarah?
It will look like it's hiding.
Okay. What's going to be true about the shapes?
I don't really have something about the shapes, but if you fold it in half,
Yeah.
then it'll be easier to move the wings, and then it can be like, I'm flying.
Okay. Look at this, and that could be true. Look at this part here. This is what shape?
Circle.
Okay. This circle is exactly the same as what?
They are circles.
And this is a little line, right?
Yeah.
And this little line, which I'm not doing, is exactly the same as what?
They are little lines. They are little lines.
And it's kind of in the same place, too. So if I were to take this circle and that one. And this little line and that little line. And I'm folding it over on top of each other. Because they're exactly the same, they're called something. When one side of a picture is exactly the same as another side of a picture, does anyone know what that's called?
Copy.
Do you know what it's
What it's called?
It's a big word. Yeah.
Copying.
Well, it's kind of like copying, but that's not the word. The big math word is symmetrical. It's a huge word, and it means that one side
I heard that, but it doesn't
is
make sense.
exactly the same as the other.
Doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense, Sarah?
Because.
Because why?
Because. Dana.
We don't need to worry about anybody right now. We need to worry about ourselves. So, if we were to look here, for instance, back on this one, you'd see that even though the colors aren't the same, you can look. 1, 2, 3 wings. 1, 2, 3 wings. 1 little antenna. 2 little antennas. 1 head that's the same size. Fold it over, and it's going to look exactly the same. So it's symmetrical. There's a shape, too, that's symmetrical. There's a couple of them, actually. There's a lot of them. Can we think of a shape that when you fold it in half, it would look exactly the same on both sides?
A butterfly, like a cat's ears, look the same, so when you fold it together, it looks the same too.
So, okay, so if we were to look here then at just the ear, so here's the ear shape. Kind of like when you fold it up the middle, it looks the same on both sides. It's symmetrical. Who can see another shape that is symmetrical? But it looks like it's making sense. Divya, what's another one?
It's kind of. Well, these two both have hearts, and it's like the same thing.
So,
Because circle, heart, heart.
okay, and that's true on both of those things, but let's look at just a picture. Let's look at a heart. Look.
Yeah.
Here's a heart.
Yeah. I was going to
And it's
say
not lined up. Oh, here's the heart lined up. If I were to cut that heart in half, both sides would be the...
Symmetrical.
So you see, there's a bunch of shapes that are symmetrical
And
too.
circle too.
Why, Divya?
If we cut it in half.
Yeah,
If we cut it, have to do that.
yeah, that's okay. She can do it if she wants, yes?
If you cut it in half.
Yeah? That's okay. It's because the board isn't lined up perfectly, so that's the problem.
If you cut it in half.
Yeah?
Turns like this.
Yes, what's true?
Because why is it not working that way?
It's just because the board's not perfect, Divya. That's just, we get what you're saying. What would be true if you were to cut it in half?
If you put it together, then it's the same way.
Same on what?
On the circle.
Right, on both sides it looks exactly the same. A circle's also symmetrical.
Symmetrical.
Okay.
Oh,